So Yaroslav was working on something new down here?
The Decameron left a strong impression on him. He decided to write a book of his own, in the same spirit, to celebrate what is as valuable to man as love, or the spiritual life. He later asked Brother Ernest and me to work on the book together.
And what exactly did Yaroslav want to write about?
About humor, wit, laughter. About everything that can make a person laugh.
Why would someone write about that, of all things? I thought books were meant to be about...
Something lofty?
Well, something like that.
Yaroslav believed that a sense of humor could help a person in hard times just as much as strong faith could.
There's something to that. Who knows how I'd have ended up if I hadn't been able to laugh at myself from time to time.
Just like Yaroslav said, laughter and humor are gifts from our Lord, among the mightiest. But the brothers probably wouldn't see it that way. That's why we met and worked in secret. Sometimes we'd write all night, other times we'd get into heated debates. And sometimes we just tried to outdo each other with witty sayings.
So, basically you were sitting down here telling jokes all night?
Among other things, but mostly we were working.
Go on then. Tell me one of the jokes you came up with.
Now? All right. Here's one. Do you know why monks lie down in the meadow among the sheep? Because they're waiting for the good shepherd.
Tell me another one.
Why doesn't the monastery's rooster crow? Because he's taken a vow of silence too.
Tell me another one.
So I went to see the apothecary, but I didn't like him at all. He was totally apathetic.
Tell me another one.
A knight goes to confession and tells the priest, I feel a great weight on me that won't let me sleep at night. The priest replies, have you tried taking off your armor before going to bed?
Tell me another one.
How does an astrologer flag down a wagon?
No idea.
By his sign.
Tell me another one.
Some of our brothers have a lot in common with God when they're working. Everyone knows they exist, but no one's ever seen them.
Well, I'm not sure this is a good idea.
Brother Julian cooks fish every Friday and calls it fasting. We just call it a test of faith.
Well, that one was a bit dry.
So was Christ when he walked on water.
All right, that's enough. Who helped write?
Me, obviously Yaroslav, and Brother Ernest.
And what was Blazena doing here? She's a maid. She probably can't write.
I didn't get it at first either, why Yaroslav brought her here. But I soon understood. Humor isn't just for the educated or wealthy. How could we grasp its breadth with just our limited experience?
So, this isn't about any sin?
More than that. Her laughter, sense of humor, her knack for knowing when to make a joke. It's a true gift from God.
Who exactly is Ernest? I don't think I've met him.
One of the older brothers. He's in charge of all the building and repairs in the monastery.
And do you know if he might have fallen ill, too?
No idea. But now that you mention it, I haven't seen him for a while. And when I think how Yaroslav and Blazina are doing...
I'd best go and check on him myself. Where's his cell?
It's one of those under the abbot's quarters. The middle one on the right.
What about the elder confessor, Steve?
He's got nothing to do with it.
And how are you feeling?
Yes.
No symptoms?
Nothing like that.
If you start feeling bad...
Of course.
Where did you say Brother Ernest's cell is?
It's one of those under the abbot's quarters. The middle one on the right, if you're facing from the courtyard.
How long have you been meeting here?
Since the start of summer.
So at least 30 days?
Roughly.
I've heard enough.
Wait.
I told you, if you're not feeling well, go to the infirmary.
I meant, please, don't tell the abbot about it.
Why would I tell him?
Thank you.
Loads of written parchments. They really must have been meeting here for a long time. Whew, it's damp, chilly, but the air is clean. If the disease really spreads through foul air, then they must have caught it somewhere else. Christ! I'm too late. A rash. Same as the sick in the infirmary. He died sooner, so he must have been the... Where's to catch it? Some building plans. Looks like a church, and underneath, probably a crypt? I should tell Albic about this.
God be with you. Keep the peace, and we'll stay friends.
Greetings. Sir, can you spare...
Yes? If it's nothing that would disturb the delicate peace here.
I just wanted to ask, what brings you here? Into a situation like this?
My journey to Bohemia originally had a different goal. The Order has interests all throughout Europe, and the Kingdom of Bohemia is no exception. We are seeking support, capable men and supplies for our eastern border, where tensions with Poland and Lithuania continue unabated. I had plans to deal with certain nobles as well as Sigismund himself, but this situation is an unfortunate complication. Instead of diplomatic negotiations and recruitment, I now oversee order here, so that we can support the abbot and prevent the infection from spreading. Duty is duty, whatever form it may take. The monks seek order and discipline in their faith and work. We seek order and discipline in defending our faith and our lands.
What does your order do?
Our order, the Brothers of the German House of St. Mary in Jerusalem, founded directly in the Holy Land, stands as a bulwark against paganism. We spread the Christian faith among nations that have not yet been baptized, and we administer the lands that we have conquered with God's help from the pagan Prussians and in the Baltic region. From our stronghold in Marienburg, we spread the Christian faith, build castles, towns, and monasteries, and bring settlers from Germany to populate these lands.
What is the history of your order?
The order was founded in the Holy Land more than 3 centuries ago as a Hospitaller Brotherhood for German pilgrims during the Siege of Acre. Pope Celestine III. confirmed us at the time. And thanks to the Golden Bull of Rimini from Emperor Frederick II, we gained the right to conquer the Prussians' lands. That was the beginning of our mission, to bring faith in God to the Baltic region, and there we built a state stretching from Prussia to Livonia, with God's grace, but also with papal bulls and imperial privileges. But our role was not only military. We founded cities, settled wastelands, and spread order through monasteries. And to this day, we remain guardians of this tradition.
Sir, does that mean I could...
Ha ha! It's not that simple. First of all, you must be from...
Well,
I understand. And second of all, to join a German...
I have to...
That is right. But even if you are not either of those things, you can still join. They are not subject to such strict rules of poverty.
Where does the Order get its money?
Our wealth comes from gifts, especially from generous nobles and rulers who give us land and property for the eternal glory of God. We manage vast estates, from which we obtain grain and taxes from our subjects. Military campaigns bring us new territories and further resources to advance our cause, whether through trade, farming, or serving those in need. Everything serves to strengthen our order and...
I'd like to donate...
I'm glad to hear that.
Here.
Thank you.
What's going on in Poland?
Tensions are rising. Although the Lithuanian Grand Duke Vytautas formally accepted baptism, his alliance with Poland threatens Samogitia, which belongs to us. Sigismund promises us support, but his position is weak. That is why we are preparing reinforcements at the borders. However, if diplomatic negotiations fail...
Your name, sir, Ludolf, it isn't very common.
Perhaps you have heard of Saint Ludolf. Yes, it is rather by chance that I, his namesake, am now here among the Cistercians. He vehemently defended the Church's rightful properties against the Duke of Saxony, who tortured him to death for it. Our order is now in a somewhat similar situation, where we must defend our rightful property against many usurpers. I therefore often pray to my namesake and ask him for help in our affairs.
How does your order...
We are divided into knights born into noble families, priests for spiritual administration, and servant brothers for ensuring the smooth running of the entire order. At the head stands the Grand Master, elected by the chapter. Under him, the Provincial Master for Prussia and Livonia. Each province has its own governor, each castle its commander. Our order is based on obedience, poverty, and purity, but ambition is also important. Our strongholds, the military structure is strict, but we are not just warriors.
Gott sei mit dir, mein Herr.
Young man, could we borrow you for a moment?
What's going on here?
It's about Slavek not knowing when to stop.
Shut it, Yeshek! And you, young lord, what's your name?
I'm Henry, and I'm no lord.
All right then, Henry. Do you think you could settle this for us?
We were having a training duel. Servant Brother Carl makes sure we don't grow idle here. Well, Slavek thinks he struck me first. I say it was the other way round.
You're looking pretty battered for a training duel.
Yeah, once we get going, it's no laughing matter.
Either way, the fight should have ended the moment I hit you. If it had been a sharp blade...
How did it happen from your point of view?
We were having a training duel, but it wouldn't be Slavek if he didn't run his gob the whole time. I didn't get...
That's serious. What did he say?
That she squints, and I've got it from her. I warned him to shut his gob, or I gave him a jab in the shoulder, well-placed and educational, to end the fight then and there. But he...
That's a load of crap! He pounced at me out of... defending myself.
I still want to hear...
Now that's more like... We just wanted to warm up a bit. Attack, block, but Yeshek completely lost it. Left lower cut, lunge at the knee, then straight for the ribs from all at full force like he was trying to kill me. So I shout, ease up, have you lost your fucking mind? So I smacked him one.
Where exactly did you...
Where do you think? Right on the skull.
Yeah, he looked like he... Ow! He struck down at me with a full swing, straight to the collarbone.
Oh, come off it. You're making half of that up.
This bickering of yours is tiring. I'll tell you what I think, but then you'll both shut up. All right? Doesn't matter who struck first.
Yeah, I'll have a scar across...
If either of you knew a master strike, you might have come off a bit better. Or at least one of you would have.
Master strike?
Your armed brethren probably call it a Meisterhau. You deflect an attack and strike...
Oh, don't give us that. Nothing beats a good...
My thoughts exactly.
I'm still pissed at you over the last...
Oh, come on. And anyway, I'm glad I ended up in the infirmary with you.
Yeah, no Ludolf breathing down our necks day in, day out.
Who's Ludolf?
Our commander.
He's the only real knight among us, really. Came from Marienburg. That's a castle belonging to the Order. It's supposed to be massive.
I'd love to see it one day. I haven't set foot outside Bohemia in my whole life.
Don't worry. You'll see it when we march out of here.
Well, I wish you both a swift recovery.
Thanks. By the way, if you run into Brother Carl, tell him not to take it to heart. He's a good man, and if you wanted, I'm sure he'd let you train with us at the camp. Just tell him you know us.
But watch yourself, so you don't end up like... And Henry, when they were carrying me here, I dropped my purse somewhere along the way. It had all my coin in it, but I can barely stand.
Do you at least know...
They dragged me along the path by the ponds. At one point, I got snagged on some bush, so they were... It was near that stone well in front of the main entrance to the church.
All right.
Thanks. Oh, I'm gonna die of... boredom in here.
I'm always glad to see polite people like you. God be with you.
Cheers. I hope you have an uneventful shift.
It has 2 lines of defences, walls taller than the buildings in Kuttenberg, with a great big cross above it all. That's beautiful. Aye, it's the finest castle I've ever seen, and I've been to a few. God's on our side.
That looks like Slavek's purse. I should return it to him.